Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's your man Daniel, aka Centurion Elite. We're still with the 2006 Aston Martin Vanquish S. I just turned the car on. Look at this profile. I want you all to see the front, what it looks like at night. A little bit of background history about this car. I believe they made only 300 in the world for 2006. Only 100 of the cars came to the United States, and this is one of them. So this is a very rare, exclusive piece of automobile machinery right here. And listen to this. Again, your completely flat rear under tray with a working diffuser, jet pipe exhaust. Everything any car lover could ever want is in this car. And look at that look. You cannot tell me that this is not one of the most beautiful cars on the road ever built, period, bar none. And I love this right here, this muscular arch. Right here, right by the door handle. That is artistry at its finest, okay. And I'm gonna hit it a little bit so you all can hear it. I'm gonna point the camera back here toward the rear wheel. Just listen. I mean, it doesn't take a lot. I wish you all would hear, and you could really hear it. Oh, before I forget, let me open up the trunk or the hood release. Show the engine. Where's that at? Okay, here we go. Check out this beautiful motor. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the camera down for a second, but in the meantime I'm going to try to put it so you all can see that rear under tray again. Hold on. There you go. Now notice how it's completely flat and everything is sealed. Again, for maximum downforce at high speed, you want to take all that air underneath the car. Let's say you're on the freeway and you're doing 150. All that air that's traveling beneath the car, you want to evacuate it as quickly as possible from underneath the car for maximum downforce. That is what that rear under tray or the bottom under tray does. It is flat and it is completely sealed. Very race car like. I love that. Now, alright, here's your engine. Aston Martin Lagonda Limited with the VIN number. Notice the carbon fiber. This car, I don't remember exactly what parts, but I know it's a combination of carbon fiber, aluminum, and other composite materials. You know, Aston, they really went to great lengths to give you the best. Like, they wanted the car to be luxurious, but they made it with the best materials to try to keep the weight as light as they could. The car is still over 2 tons, but it's much lighter than it needs to be. I believe the A-pillar itself, this part, is carbon fiber. You know, your fenders are like aluminum. It's a mixture of components. But anyway, look at this engine. Here goes your plaque right here. Aston Martin, hand-built in England, final inspection by Stuart Bull, engine number, everything, all your information. And again, you remember the chimneys I was telling you about? On the passenger side, you got 2 chimneys just like on the driver's side. Here's your driver's side. I wish you all could feel how hot out. Absolutely just scorching. And again, on your engine cover itself, you've got the mesh inserts I was talking about. There they are. That is so cool. When you're driving this car, especially on a cold day, and you're at a stoplight, and you can just see like the heat fumes rising from the hood, you feel like James Bond. You really do. Alright. I'm gonna close it up. Oh, one more time. Keep it moving. Now, I believe this is a 6-liter V12, or actually I'm pretty sure, 6-liter V12. It's putting out 520 horsepower, 425 pound-feet of torque. I think Aston quoted it 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds. But I mean, look at this car. I mean, do you really care about how quickly it gets to 60? I mean, geez, look at it. And it's a Vanquish S. The original Vanquishes that came out, they had the same motor, but they put out a paltry 460 horsepower. Whatever. But people come up to me all the time and they're like, Danny, why do you like this car? I mean, you know, there's so many cars that are less money and they're faster. You've got your BMW M6, you've got Bentley GT, you've got Mercedes CL 63, 65, Mercedes SL. What is it about this car? And it's like, you know, I don't know, like when you're buying an Aston Martin, especially a Vanquish S, you're buying a piece of history. You're not going to see yourself rolling down the street if you're driving this car like you would a Mercedes or even a Bentley in some very lavish parts of our country. I mean, this is a very rare car, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate it's just exclusive. This is like a fine wine. If other cars are like, I don't know, it's a quite crude comparison, but if you took another car and say it was like a 40 ounce, this is something that you just turn up. This is a Vanquish S. You sip it little by little. This is the good life. This is what the good life is all about. You sip this. You get in this car, if you're a man, you put on your Brioni or your Keaton suit, you have your double tourbillon brigade on your wrist like always, and you keep it moving. Because when you get out of this car, you better be so fresh and so clean, because I know I would be if this was mine. Jeez. I mean, you don't even have to sell this car. It sells itself. Absolutely one of my favorites. And the engine, I would buy it for the engine alone. Yeah, there are other cars out there. I've driven cars that are faster, louder, more expensive. But this is it. I mean, this is all you need. You know, I don't need massage seats. I don't need cool seats. I don't need night vision. I don't need laser cruise control. I don't need to have the loudest exhaust on the block. This is perfect. I mean, look at the look. How crisp it is. How elegant. Yet it's fast. Reasonably comfortable, far more comfortable than you would expect. And for the money, I think it's, frankly, a bargain. I mean, when it was brand new, it was $261,000. I've seen these things on the internet now, 200, 205, and yeah, I know that's not, you know, peanuts, but look at what you're getting. I mean, my God, just look at this. Look at the fuel filler cap. I mean, where else are you going to find this? I mean, not even Aston's own DB9 has that, or their AM V8 Vantage. I mean, just look at this thing. Listen to it. I mean, listen to that exhaust. You need to drive this car. You need to drive it, and you need to own it. I mean, spellbound. Alright folks, thank you. As always, it's a pleasure and a privilege. Something I love to do, to share Highline cars with all of you out there who might not get to see them or deal with them as much as I do, because I deal with them on a daily basis. But it's always a pleasure. Thank you. God bless you. And I'm sending this video out there because I know you all requested it, and I'm glad to oblige by your demands. Always a pleasure, folks, to serve. Thank you. God bless you. 2006 Aston Martin Vanquish S. Get you going, baby. Holla.